Before we start looking at today's math, let's take a look at our flyer that you guys can see I posted or I taped to our board as our back to school night. That's tomorrow from 6 to 8. What we're asking is for you guys to invite your parents, come over. They're going to actually have free stuff. They're going to give you guys free popcorn, free snow cones, and from what I've heard, they're going to be giving prizes as well. In order for you to win the prize, you have to go to all your classes, get the signature from your teachers, and so on and so forth. So coming over, um, I was looking at the quizzes. You guys didn't do so good on Friday, so I'm gonna help you guys out this time only. This time only, I'm gonna offer you guys 50 points of extra credit if you guys do come to back to school night. So make sure you bring somebody, uh, either your older sibling, your parents, your neighbor. I don't know. Come over with an adult, and I'll give you guys those 50 points of extra credit. You know, 'cause at the end, they will help you guys a lot. I'll talk about it more tomorrow when I come back, but make sure you guys do bring somebody. That's tomorrow from 6 to 8, and like I said, I'll cover a little more detail what we're doing tomorrow. All right, now let's take a look at our worksheet. We're gonna find a product. Finding a product basically means multiplied. So we're gonna be multiplying, and if you guys notice, I call the title "Multiply by Groups." We just talked about addition, so we know how to add. So this is what we're basically gonna do. Sometimes I ask people, "What's 3 times 2?" And they give me an answer, 6. But then they don't know why. So if I ask you guys the why, because 3 times 2, what it means is we either have 3 groups of 2. So what I mean with that is 2 plus 2 plus 2, or we have 2 groups of 3, which means 3 plus 3. Either 3 groups of 2 or 2 groups of 3. That's what 3 times 2 means. Either way, you guys will get 6. So what I expect you guys to do, changes to addition, and let me explain a little more on 2. 6 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 6. I don't care which one you guys do. So let me do 6 groups of 5. I'm gonna go 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5. All right, there's 6 groups of 5, and at the end, I should get 30. When I asked you guys before to show me some work, this is what I'm talking about the work. If I just get a 30, yeah, that's not quite correct. Like I'm looking for the work. Either do 6 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 6. For multiplication, the beauty of this is that you can switch it for one or the other. Let's take a look at question number 3. I'm asking for either 3 groups of 5 or 5 groups of 3. I'm just going to do 3 groups of 5. 5 plus 5 plus 5. 5 added 3 times, that gives me 15. 7 groups of 8 or 8 groups of 7, I'm going to do 7 groups of 8. I'm going to go 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8. If you notice, there's 7 8s. That's what 7 times 8. You add them all up, and this should give you 56. So that's what I'm asking from this worksheet. If you notice the first 10 questions, I'm using times as a little x, right? You guys see my times. I'm doing this as a little x. For questions 11 through 20, it's still times, but instead of doing the little x, I have my two numbers in parentheses. But it is the exact same thing. For number 11, either do 4 groups of 7 or 7 groups of 4. Then for question number 21, the times I'm doing it with a little dot. And once again, do 9 groups of 10 or 10 groups of 9, and then you should get the answer at the end. I want to introduce you guys to the 3 ways of writing multiplication. I introduced with the little x, parentheses, dot. For the parentheses, let me come back and take a look at number 11 again. You notice I put both of them in parentheses. But the rule in parentheses is, in order for this to be multiplication, as long as one of them is in parentheses, that makes it a multiplication. All right, so now you guys know how to do your work. Make sure you guys bring somebody for back to school tomorrow, and I'll see you guys tomorrow as well.